right, welcome back to White Mountains today. We have Rachel Damon here on the show from Fryeburg Fair. Good morning, Rachel. Good
Hi,
to
Kelly.
see you once
Good to
again.
see you.
It's that time of year.
It's
coming.
It is. I thought the other day when there was a little bit of coolness in the air, I might be able to smell some cow manure and French fries coming in on the horizon.
You're like,
so,
yes.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
October 4th through the 11th.
Right.
Now, Fryeburg Fair is still the biggest fair in Maine, and is it on the East Coast as well? I mean,
Definitely
this is a
in
big
Maine.
fair.
In New England, we're only topped by the Big E, which is in Springfield, Mass.
Wow.
But we're the greatest fair in the U.S.
There you go.
Always say that.
Yes, and over
we
in
are.
Fryeburg,
and we really
Maine.
are.
And this is a great, well, living here in North Conway, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump over to Fryeburg.
Right.
So this is a great time to bring kids and families, and it really is that traditional fair atmosphere. You guys are always adding stuff, though, which is really cool. And this year you've added a new dairy barn, is that what you're saying?
Yeah. We have a huge dairy barn. It's 13,000 square feet. I don't know what that means to you, but it's
Bigger
huge.
than my house, by a
Very
lot.
much bigger, probably, than your house, yes. And it's going to house 180 cows.
Oh my goodness.
And it replaced 3 barns. For you fairgoers that are experienced, it's replaced 3 barns. So it is really nice. It's got great lighting. It's a great way to see the animals in a better way.
Now, is that going to
awesome.
change, like, the way that you see the animals? Are they going to be in pens, or what's the...
I'm not really sure about that. I think there's going to be better viewing.
Oh,
yeah,
great.
You know how when
Okay.
you walk through the cow barns, you can see a lot of rear ends?
Yep.
You might have better
You
luck
might see a
this year.
face every once in a while. Well, to
It's
tell
gonna
you
be
the
good.
truth, I mean, it's just these animals are so beautiful and so massive, some of
They
them.
are.
And then, of course, you have the babies and all,
Right.
all this cool educational stuff wrapped up in everything that you guys do. So new dairy barn, and you also have, of course, the classics, the specialty food sections, and you have your natural resource
Absolutely.
center. Still coming back this year, very popular.
Very popular. You might just go back to the, you said you like the baby animals. We actually pay money for animals that are born at the fair.
Really?
Now, that does not include rabbits. But it includes our
Smart.
larger animals. But Roy Andrews, who's our president of the fair, there's a $50 payment for anything that is born at the fair.
You're kidding.
So
because it's such an attraction.
It is such an attraction. We actually have to send down some of our security officers when a calf is born or something because of all the people around. But they're very, very respectful and quiet as they're watching this all unfold. And I've seen it a few times myself, and I've videotaped it. And it's just a great thing that happens there.
That's amazing.
The greatest piece of agriculture.
And for the folks that haven't been to the Fryeburg Fair, I mean, a lot of people have, of course, but you have the cows, you have the horses, you have pigs, you have goats, you also have llamas, alpacas, bunnies, all sorts of chickens and roosters and ducks and all sorts of animals there. So it really is, that's where I take my boys. We like to go right to the animals.
Right.
But some of the educational stuff, like watching the chicks hatch, is very cool and very popular with a lot.
My favorite thing is the draft horses. I just cannot get,
And the pulling ring.
They're just wonderful, and I so respect the people that bring these animals every year and raise them and love them, and they just do a great job. And so I enjoy the respect for the men and women who do this for us, and I love to watch them pull, and then of course they're in the parade.
Yes.
All of our horses are in the parade on Saturday at 10. Every Saturday at 10.
I'm writing that down.
Yep,
that's
sure to write that down.
Quite a sight.
It is, and quite often some of the folks that do elite horsemanship will do a figure 8 in front of the grandstand with sometimes an 8-horse hitch, which is just absolutely phenomenal.
Great.
Really
and people
phenomenal.
can get right into the grandstands for that, correct?
Absolutely.
Like the bleachers right around?
Yep.
Okay.
Grandstands down in front. There's many different ways to see the parade.
Are you still doing the Woodsman Day? Excuse me, the Woodsman Day?
We are. It is Monday, every Monday of the fair. It's October 5th this year.
Okay.
It starts at 9 a.m. and usually runs till about 5 or 6. And it's about 30 events, all sorts of things that have to do with woodsmen and working in the woods, crosscuts, saws, throwing axes,
Right. A lot of
a lot
competitions
of
going
team
on.
kinds of things, and then we have skidder driving and all sorts of things, climbing up a tree and chopping off the top of it.
Gosh.
I forget what that's called exactly, but it is all very cool stuff.
Yeah, I know a lot of people
whole,
aim for Woodsman's Day.
Yeah, it evokes the main thing.
Yeah.
And if you get really close to these men, you can smell all that sawdust and that's all over them, and it's just, it's another great smell of the fair.
Yeah,
So.
it is, absolutely. And let's bring it back to, we were just seeing actually some of the hitches. Hans had the video going. But also, to bring it back to the animals, you have the ever popular pig scramble coming back.
Definitely.
Where kids compete to grab a pig.
Right. Right. We have, I think, 3 pig scrambles during the course of the week. It's mostly for 3rd graders, but it's opened to a lot of different folks, and the kids absolutely love it. The audience goes crazy over it.
And what do you do with the pig?
The kids can raise the pig, or they can sell the pig back, or they can sell it to anybody else who's at the fair.
Wow, parents are going to be in a quandary about that. The kids
really
I want to keep this pig. Like, oh my gosh, I guess I own a pig.
Well, quite often you'll see these little packs of the families, and they're standing around trying to figure out, okay, how is this going to affect our lives if we do this? But quite often the kids would like to have the money because, of course, we've got the whole fairgrounds there where they could use a little cash to go out and spend it.
That's so cool. And then for bigger 4-H kids, this is specifically, the other one you can get in if...
you don't have to be a 4-H,
but
it's open to the public.
The calf scramble is 4-H.
The calf scramble is 4-H kids, and that's for a more... elite kind of handler of calves, and they're very large calves. And I usually get in the pen to do my photography, and I have to say, like, I find myself tiptoeing in a lot of different ways to get out of the way. But it's so interesting to watch this happen. So, but they quite often will raise the animal and bring it back in the years to come.
Amazing, and you can find out more information about that at FryeburgFair.org, as well as a whole schedule of events. And let's talk about some of the contests that people can get in, not only the scrambles, but also pie eating, or pie making, I should say, and a couple other things as well.
We do. We have cooking contests all week long, but our pies, of course, are big. And quite often, people scramble to be a judge in these kinds of things.
Well, yeah.
And then they will sell the leftover pies or the pieces that come in, and it's just really, really enjoyable.
Where do you get your judges?
See,
I'm working it here, Rachel. I'm trying to work it in.
I think
Celebrity,
I think we could handle that.
Mind?
I have noticed, though, that we really gravitate towards a large man.
Oh.
The big boys who really, really appreciate a good pie. But I think that, I think
you delivered that softly, though. Me and all the large men. Okay.
We're an equal opportunity judge person, so there you go.
Well, they got to be able to eat a lot of pie.
Right.
So, there you go. Okay. But they can find out more about getting into those pie making contests and the food cooking contests online.
All on our website.
Okay.
Yep.
Now let's talk about entertainment, because you and I were both pretty excited. I'm not even a country fan, and I'm a fan of this guy. Clint Black is coming to the Fryeburg Fair.
He's coming Thursday night to Fryeburg Fair. It starts at 8, and the $10 admission to the fair goes for all day and all entertainment. So come early, stay late, and it's going to be really, really awesome. We've got some great, our folks that do the entertainment for us, who are 2 local people in the Fryeburg area, Tony Martineau and John Bliss, do a fantastic job of getting the best people for us.
It's going all day.
It is going all day.
I mean, the big acts like Clint Black will be at more towards nighttime, correct?
Yes, he's at 8.
Okay, at 8. But the stages are always going all around the fair with everything from magician shows to bluegrass,
dancers,
to country, to everything in between.
And they're great musicians.
Yeah.
They're very, very talented folks. So there's plenty to do, plenty of places to sit. So never worry about getting overtired, because we have so many picnic tables and so many areas to just sit and watch the people, which is one of the best things you can do at the fair. Watch the people.
Awesome. Yeah. And you can buy a week-long pass, correct, to do just that?
You can buy a bracelet that goes for the whole week.
That would be really easy. Let's talk about some of your favorite things. Pick out 3 things that you always see, besides the draft horses. You already gave us
I've already said that,
So 3 other things.
Okay, draft horses, definitely. But I've already been on what I call my Fryeburg Fair diet. It started in August, and it really is it's only preparation
every
for
morning.
8 solid days of eating. So French fries with potatoes grown in Maine, grown right there in Fryeburg. You can't top that.
Now, is there a particular vendor there that you go to, or you just...
I work my way around. I like to say hello to all these folks, because they often have been coming to the fair for not a couple of years, but decades we're talking about.
All right, I'm coming with you, because they probably see you and they're like, we're going to do special French fries.
Follow that woman right there. She knows what she's doing.
So Maine French fries.
Maine French fries, definitely.
What else?
Tom's Jumbo Donut is phenomenal. It's really, truly one of my favorite things. And Tom is just an awesome guy. He's a great baker, and he actually works for a baking company on the North Shore of Boston, I think.
Oh, yeah?
So.
And what kind of donut is it?
It's Tom's Jumbo Donut.
Jumbo Donut.
It would be enough to last you, a few hours.
What are we looking at?
We're looking at this size.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
your
what
small
kind of
pumpkin
donut?
size.
What
it's a glazed donut, or you can have it rolled in just sugar and there's one other, and chocolate on the top.
Gotta love fair food.
Which by the time you finish that one, your face is covered, and so you're telling everyone, yeah, I just had a donut. Yes, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we need one more.
Okay.
One more food item. Let's stick with food.
Oh, we're sticking with food. Okay.
Yeah.
Any of Pete's stuff, which is roast beef sandwiches and shaved pork sandwiches, Beal's barbecue.
I know. I hate to limit you to just the top.
The turkey dinners, the crab rolls up front. They're pretty close to the main gate.
Yeah.
Those are really good. The turkey legs, people love those.
Those things are.
Yeah.
You look like you're at a Ren fair or something with those turkey legs walking around. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and the night shows. I love the night shows.
Okay.
So,
Spend all day.
And the people watching, I love the people and the photographic opportunities for me, so that's
wonderful.
That's excellent.
Well, Rachel, always a pleasure speaking to you. And folks, you can find out more about the Fryeburg Fair. It's coming up on October 4th through the 11th at their website, FryeburgFair.org. And don't forget, they're going to have nighttime entertainment. So go in the morning, do all the festivities, ride the rides, of course.
Definitely.
Eat the food and see the animals, and then you can stay for nighttime entertainment as well. Rachel, thank you again.
Thank you, Kelly.
And folks, we'll have more here on White Mountains Today. Don't go away.
It's the 2015 Fryeburg Fair Maine's Blue Ribbon Classic, Sunday, October 4th through Sunday, October 11th. Fair favorites include Woodsman's Field Day on Monday, harness racing Tuesday through Sunday, night shows Monday through Saturday with big acts like Sharon Hood and Dixon Road, Craig Wayne Boyd, winner of The Voice, Cam, country superstar Clint Black, Mo Pitney, and Resurrection, a Journey tribute band. Don't miss the Saturday Grand Parade and trophy presentations, plus daily pulls and scrambles, exhibition halls and farm museum, museum craft demonstrations, fiber demonstrations, over 3,000 head of livestock in competition and on display, carnival games and midway rides for everyone, and of course, food, and more food. General admission is $10 every day and includes night shows. A weekly pass is just $65. Children under 12 always free. 65 and over, don't miss Senior Citizen Day on Tuesday. No charge. Gates open at 7. Buildings open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. For information, call 207-935-3268 or visit FryeburgFair.org. See you at the 2015 Fryeburg Fair.
This is Sustainable